you said playing festivals. What kind of stuff have you been doing as far as the festivals this summer?
Well, just recently we played at something called the Avalon Fest. We were in the Avalon songwriting competition, and that is actually a nudist resort in West Virginia, and so that was just the highlight of our lives.
You could tell the performers because they were all wearing clothes.
We got to play at that. We
We're like, we're not turning this down. We're there.
Did you videotape it?
No cameras allowed.
They took all
They
our
took phones
film
and
recording
video
equipment
and
at the
everything.
gate.
Okay, that's the
Took
most
it all.
bizarre story. Where did you get that gig? Like, how
Just
did?
they had a
We just
festival
submitted to it online.
online through Sonic Bids, and then
I was wondering if it was the Gig Masters thing because I saw like it was in the Gig Masters.
yeah, we do Gig Masters. This was Sonic Bids, and we didn't read the fine print, and they sent it to us and said we had an initial saying yes, we understand that most of the audience will be naked. We're like, what?
Avalon Music Festival.
Avalon Fest, yeah,
Avalon
check it out.
Fest.
I'll check that out.
Chip's already looking at.
Yeah,
mine.
we're gonna Google this right now.
I have never.
You'll find what you're looking for. Trust me.
So let me. Okay, they say when you play a show.
Picture the audience naked.
Yeah, or like focus on one person or something like that.
I say the exit sign is best.
You know, they actually warned us ahead of time, don't make that joke, because we've heard that joke so many times.
Yeah.
The picture of the audience naked thing, which is the first thing that came to my mind. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to do that one. But then they,
Yeah,
they give you a
Shine us
little
away from it.
warning look.
ixnayed that. And I'm like,
Right,
no.
right.
Wow. Okay, that has to be.
Is that one of the most unique facts?
Yes, I have
Been
never.
here?
Okay, I have to say that is the most unique festival I have ever heard of, and I didn't know that. So
And the
now
music was good, so if anyone's into that, Avalon Fest next year.
Avalon Fest. So yeah, how many bands do they have? They have a bunch of.
You know, it was a whole weekend, and
We
they had
heard-
music on.
We heard 3 or 4
Yeah, we
bands
heard
while
3
we
or
were
4.
there, but it was a whole big
It was
deal.
a whole big thing,
That's
yeah.
That's wild. Walnut Valley. You guys heard of that one?
Yeah, we're not really in the nudist
Can't-
circle, so I
No.
don't.
I dropped the whole.
That's
okay.
non-nudist?
We're moving on. No, we're moving on to other train of thought
It's not
here.
really our thing.
Yeah. I thought maybe there was. It didn't
We
say
just make
anything
the
in there in the
circuit.
bio, but the Walnut Valley Festival is out in Kansas. It's a festival that if you haven't submitted to that one,
We
definitely
haven't, but we'll look
check.
that up.
Yeah, check that one out.
Okay.
That's a really cool festival. I can see definitely you guys. There's also like the Rocky Grass and was it Rocky Grass? Folks Fest. It's part of all the Telluride, Rocky Grass things. Yeah,
Yeah.
Folks Fest. That would be a really cool thing. And the Philadelphia Folk Festival. That's a really cool one.
Yeah, I have heard of that one. Again, most of our stuff has been in the southeast and focused mainly in Atlanta, but we're
Yeah.
getting out. We're branching out from our
Slowly spreading
region
our
more
wings.
and more.
So it's Swanoa Gathering, I think, that goes on in Florida. That's what I'm pronouncing it.
There's the White Spring. There's a Florida Music Festival
Mm,
in White Springs.
yeah, yeah. So Gainesville's like right smack in the middle of the
It's
state.
the middle, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, right. It's not near Orlando, but
It's close, yeah. It's
Pretty
just
close.
like an hour or so.
yeah. I spent some time in Tampa, and my dad was a sailmaker in Fort Lauderdale for like 25 years. So
Wow.
I spent some time down in Florida.
Gainesville is a really nice place to grow up. For this, a lot of music for a town that size. Not a big place, but it's a really nice town, and
It's artsy. That's where a lot of old hippies have gone to stay, and so there's a big arts community for a town that's not that big.
You know what? I would
It's
never
a
would
neat
have.
place.
I never would have made that. I always think of like Leonard Skinner when I think of Gainesville. I don't know why. Music-wise.
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty's
Tom
from there.
Okay,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it's Tom Petty but I think of like, I thought Leonard
Yeah.
Skinner was from Gainesville, but maybe
Might
not.
have been.
Might have been.
But yeah, Tom Petty, that's right, he is from Gainesville, yes. As far as music, you know, I think of more like Allman Brothers, like Southern rock type of stuff, but I just,
Well, you know, there's that too.
yeah, yeah. It's funny, like if you guys are in Atlanta, you probably have made the trip up to Nashville, right, at some
We've
point?
been through it, we haven't spent a lot of time there.
Yeah, there's that kind of thing, where there's like all these different types of music,
Mhm.
like,
Increasingly, there's everything everywhere, you know?
yeah, and you become more aware of it.
Mhm.
And the internet has kind of like really opened that up, where there really isn't a sense of place, you know, like you were saying, a sense of home, you know. It is where your family is, and for me, that's here. So, you know, no matter what. So the traveling song was the last one you did. You want to dig in and do another tune for us?
Yeah, great.
Well, let's try this one, KR.
Oh,
We talked about the Leonard Cohen influence, and this one's stylistically is Leonard Cohen influence, and also talked about spiritual theme of a lot of the songs. This is actually about a person we know who we've grown to like and be great friends with over time, although it took a while to appreciate. But one of the things she did that really started to make us to develop an affection for her, she would come to some of our first shows when we were playing tiny little coffee houses to an audience of 6 people, and she would be there. And one time she came up to us and she quoted a Bible verse to us, and I'm not going to get it right, but it was something along the lines of, "Despise not meager beginnings." And the words stayed with me for a while, and I felt like I had to write a song about this person. She was also infatuated with Superman. So
What's the name of this tune?
it's called KR the Superhero. There's a superhero, lesser known. I'm sure you haven't met her, KR from Marietta. Much to her efforts do we owe a better world to live in. The streets are free from villains. What are the powers that she boasts? She's very organized, punctual and ever alive. But much to her efforts do we owe a better world to live in. The streets are free from villains. She soars so high above us all. She knows she always should use her powers for good. She's on the scene before she's even cold. She'll take some liberties to set the captives free. There are those who would put good KR down. You'll win some enemies, taking life so seriously. But I'll admit I've wandered in that crowd. But I'm not proud of it, no, I'm not proud. It's well known that KR gives advice. She knows her vitamins, she knows her garden plants. I am sure that she once saved my life when she told me don't despise meager beginnings.